Right there on the Uncensored Truth podcast.
Yes.
Right here with your brother Sam and Oh God. I see Oh God got another story brewing up. This is a fucked up one, man, right here. Won't you talk about it, brother?
Oh man, we got to give shots out, to Tariq Nasheed, doing a lot of, he had the documentary that he put out. The fuck's the name of the shit?
Hidden Colors.
Yeah, Hidden Colors. Tariq Nasheed put the Hidden Colors documentary out. Great documentary, you know what I mean? So salute for him and his production, work. Well, apparently, I'm looking right here, the police and SWAT team were called to Tariq Nasheed's his residence out there in I think LA, Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So let me pull this up real quick, and because I want to actually show y'all the video right here. So everybody watching, make sure you hit that like button and make sure that you share this video real quick. So all right, here's the video right here, and this is at Tariq Nasheed's residence. We're gonna get right to this one.
Fox Los Angeles police officers creeped toward the home of Tariq Nasheed. He was sound asleep when police first tried to make contact by telephone.
They said, "This is the police. You need to come outside. What are you wearing?" So I hung up again. I'm like, that sounds weird.
A fourth call sent Nasheed to his front door.
I looked out the front door and there's people with guns pointed at me.
He called the police back and was advised to go outside with his ID.
They were told that there was bombs in the house and I had my wife kidnapped and tied up, and it was just a whole thing they made up. And again, the police kind of suspected that it could have been a swatting thing.
Swatting is when someone makes a false report to police, prompting an emergency response.
A lot of stuff we want to talk about tonight.
Nasheed is a popular figure on YouTube and has produced a series of documentaries about blacks in America.
Anytime you talk about racial injustice, that's going to make you a target. Going back, and Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Dr. King.
He believes white supremacists are behind the swatting, the same ones that troll him online and have sent police on false reports to his public speaking events. This, though, is the first time he's been targeted at home and involved his wife and child. Nasheed remained cool, but questions why he was handcuffed when police already suspected this was a bogus call.
They were actually good guys, and I take my hat off to them. They were very professional. But what if they weren't, though? That's a dangerous situation to put somebody in, especially a person, a black American, in this day and age where you can be killed with impunity.
Well, he also points to an incident in Kansas earlier this year. That's when a man here in Los Angeles called swatting in Kansas, and then the man there was killed by police. Meantime, what is the penalty for swatting? It's a minor one, basically making a false report to police. And again, Nasheed said it probably should be more strict since it can put people in real jeopardy. Reporting live in Chatsworth, Susan Hirasuna, Fox 11 News.
Sam, man, I want you to speak on the situation. People pretty much, people on the internet, is what's being suspected right now, called, may have put a false report out there that he had different things holding his wife hostage and had bombs in his house. So police swarmed on Tariq Nasheed. You know a lot about Tariq Nasheed. You've been following his work.
I do know his work, yeah.
Okay, well, I got you. Go ahead.
Even if you don't,
right.
I'm glad you said it, because even if you don't, I was going to jump right into it. Let's say you don't. Let's just say you got a popular figure. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing. He said some controversial shit. He has haters, as we all do. But one of these haters taking a step too far, and they prank him to the point where they had SWAT go to his house as his babies are laying there. Strip away the name, as his babies are laying there, as his wife is laying there. And they come in guns blazing, thinking the situation is to a point where they need guns blazing. Now, we all know the history behind police when it comes to black males. We all know that they know Tariq Nasheed is notoriously known for the hidden colors, for the being outspoken as a black figure out here toward white oppression. Yeah, and there's no secret about it. So for them to walk in as peaceful as they did, thank God, because that situation could have got a lot nastier. And we see countless times, and we're going to talk about another incident that's real fucked up out here. Things usually don't tend to swing in our favor. Now, you see, and you ask yourself, why does this man go through this? Or why does any person have to go through this? And it's merely because someone could pick up the phone and say, yeah, I'm going to ruin this motherfucker's day, life, because I don't agree with what he's saying, or he's hurting my feelings on the internet. We gotta really think about that here. What are we doing? What are we doing in our own lives to really focus that much, to have that much negative energy, to want to ruin it? What is he really saying out there lyrically that you can't respond to? He's pushing T and y'all motherfuckers that hard that all y'all got to do is call the authorities. Like, y'all stoop to that kind of childish level and could have put potentially his babies in danger. What did his kids do? love them or hate. What do his kids do?
Right.
We got to be careful, man, what we do. And this is fucked up. And like you said, the penalty should be a little more harsh, to this situation, because it's scary. This can happen to anybody.
Yeah, and that's what, you know, everybody, when you put yourself out there, that's why the people who hide their face are cowards. You know, it's some people, you know, that legitimate, you know, might want to hide their face for certain reasons. But when you want to do that and attack people like certain people do, I think you're a coward. Matter of fact, I know you're a coward. But, you know, you got these people who are obsessed with people. You know what I mean? They're obsessed with you, literally, and you can't see them, but we put our life on the line. We put our faces out there just because we can just be walking out there. And rest in peace to Zach TV, you know, the brother who does Zach TV. He was actually gunned down in Chicago. He's another personality that has his face out there. Somebody, you could be walking down the street, you not see somebody coming up. So there is a risk associated, especially when you're speaking about controversial topics. So we, you know, as public figures, you know, just have to take the right precautions to make sure, you know, one, you know, these type of things don't happen. It's kind of hard to prevent these type of things, obviously, because people are going to find out where you stay, you know, because your information is out there. When you're not hiding, you know, when you're a reputable businessman, your information is out there in the public for people to go see. You can look up where people got their business register and stuff and their phone numbers. It's easy to do. It's public record. You know what I mean? Especially if you own property. So it's just like, this just comes with the territory at this point. So I'm just glad that nothing, you know, happened to him or his family, because it could have been real bad, especially a lot of, you know, the rhetoric that he spews, you know, it could have gave them a reason to go in there real violently. And it could have been, you know, horrible, especially in Los Angeles. We know the history of Los Angeles, you know, the police out there, you lived out there for a while. So it's just like, you got a lot of nuts on social media, a lot of nuts, man.
In fact, it should be noted that he said that everybody came in peacefully and professionally, you know what I mean? And it ended up being a situation where all ties were ended and everything was done in a peaceful manner. He cooperated and everything went smoothly. But like I alluded to in the beginning, man, how often does that happen? Not too often. You know what I mean? That situation could have went way south and been real dirty, and we could be talking about this in a way sadder situation to be talking about this man potentially hurt or one of his kids hurt, and nobody wants that. And if you are obsessed with that situation, you need some help, man, because that's a sick situation where you can really find yourself in just so much just all in one person that you really find yourself obsessed to a point where you got that much hatred, man. You really need to check yourself. It's sad at the end of the day. But I mean, that's all I got to say about it.
Yeah, no doubt, man. So yeah, you listen to the Uncensored Truth podcast. What's your brother, Old God, and Sam? And what you got over there, bro? And you got another story that's crazy. Yeah, I think in Florida.